You got to understand the natural timeline of what, based on your root cause, how long it's going to take to turn around. At the end of the program, if you just said, oh, that didn't work, I'm done, where would you be now? I'm just asking you.
I would be bald and grumpy and 20 pounds heavier.
The next 7 to 10 days, we're going to be doing a focus in this Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune, on all about the thyroid. We're going to be delivering big time. Every single day during the weekday, we're going to be coming out with trainings and interviews of how to turn around your, how to understand and turn around your thyroid disease naturally. If you're interested in working with me to turn around your autoimmune disease and your thyroid issues, chat our team as well. Okay. If you want our guide, do that. But this whole week, we're going to be doing, we're going to be replaying some of our best thyroid trainings. We're going to be also playing interviews of people who have successfully turned around their autoimmune disease and their thyroid issues. And that's this whole week. We're going to be doing a thyroid week leading into Thanksgiving. So happy November, those of you who are watching this live in November. And let's get the show on the road. Chat us. We'll get you the guide and we'll get this whole week of thyroid started. I really want to reaffirm all of you that whether or not you have Graves, Hashimoto's, or garden variety hypothyroid, you thought, or you have autoimmune disease with low thyroid symptoms, you're going to want to pay attention this whole week because everything that we've talked about today applies to you. And everything that we talk about this week is going to apply to you and it's going to help you. And it don't matter which variety it is. They're all autoimmune related. And everything in the 5 pillars of Transform is going to be able to attack all the causes of that and turn that around naturally. So thanks for watching today. And I see a lot of you already signing up to get the guide. That's awesome. So go ahead and chat us above and below. For those of you who are watching and you're outside the Facebook group, go ahead and join our Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally. If you're on YouTube, give us a like and a follow. That'll be really great. And if you know someone who could benefit from this video, put their name in the comment section. They may not listen to you, but they might listen to me. So sharing is caring. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Hey, everybody. I'm Maggie UMD, functional and holistic medicine physician. And today we've got 2 special guests, and we're actually answering a burning question. How did these 2 or anybody turn their hair loss around? If you haven't joined our Facebook group, make sure you check out our Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally. Join it. Click the link. It's in the copy and join it. We got hundreds of trainings and bonus videos and guides in there as well, so check it out. If you are watching from YouTube right now, make sure you click the bell, subscribe, and if you're on Instagram, make sure you give us a follow. That'd be really awesome. Without further ado, I actually want to introduce my 2 guests with me today. I got Merritt and I got Sharla. Merritt actually graduated from our program almost over a year ago, and Sharla recently just graduated about a month ago. How many people watching right now actually had hair loss that preceded anything autoimmune that happened? And I'm going to tell you guys that if we don't know better, our doctors don't know better, how are we supposed to know? So many women and men really miss this as a crucial symptom or clue early in autoimmune disease. You mirror that story. The hair loss was years or decades before. For me as well, I started having hair loss after the birth of my first child, which was 10 years before my Hashimoto's diagnosis. And no one figured out or even thought it could be related with autoimmune. Merritt, how did your thyroid function affect your hair and what'd you do?
So how did it affect my hair? Well, I started with the, I guess, traditional, like losing the eyebrows on the outside. And ironically, that's actually, I don't know if this counts, Maggie, but that actually is where my eyebrows are okay. It's on the outside. So
yeah, most people's the opposite. Most people is fine in the middle, and outer third is where they lose it. But you're the opposite, right?
I'm the exact opposite. The other thing that I think I discovered too is that I didn't have T3. So I actually, Synthroid wasn't going to be enough, that I actually needed a combination med.
Okay, Dr. Jensen. All right. You're just a regular old person. How are you supposed to know what labs you're supposed to get in your thyroid and how to adjust which med in that med?
How do you think I learned that?
You learned a thing or two. But that is another myth. Being on thyroid medication fixes your thyroid problems. Capiche?
No, I mean, that is, and I had more than one endocrinologist, unfortunately, tell me that, that just take this and everything else is just coincidence. And I think that one of the things that I loved about this program so much is that I have the knowledge now, and I guess we've been talking about it, but to continue to ongoingly monitor and adjust and make changes, because at least for me right now, my hair loss is still a moving target. And there is still things that I am working on and that need to be adjusted to the point where I'm actually jumping into your phase 2 program to really address digestion and infection. But I've learned to be patient.
But the things that you're talking about, Merritt, takes time, like meaning that like absorption issues, depending on what the underlying cause is, can take time. And I am going to point out here that there's a patience factor with hormones, meaning that your hormone problems didn't just come up overnight. I didn't go into early menopause at 36 overnight. It happened over the course of 10 years after the birth of my first child. And so it took me 18 months to dig myself out of it. 18 months to dig myself out of it. And learning all everything I had to. I actually came out of menopause 18 months later. And it wasn't like some sort of angel Gabriel blessing me kind of thing. Oh, Maggie, you've been blessed with your periods coming back. And
lucky you.
Oh, thank you. No, it didn't happen that way. For me, I had to learn like all this functional medicine stuff that I had no clue about. Yeah. I hadn't, and it took me a while to even figure out I had an autoimmune disease going on. It takes time. Like it took me as an MD who learned all the functional stuff to about 18 months to really turn this around. What do I tell people in the program? Even if you're doing everything right, hormones take anywhere from 3, 6, 9, or 12 months to do a complete turnaround. So I think part of my education for people is you got to understand the natural timeline of what, based on your root cause, how long it's going to take to turn around. Yeah. Because Merritt, had you not really believed and understood it, at the end of the program, if you just said, oh, that didn't work, I'm done, where would you be now? I'm just asking you.
Bald.
Ask Angel Gabriel to descend upon you.
I was going to say, if you could send him, that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
I would be bald and grumpy and 20 pounds heavier and brain fog and miserable.
Patience and timeline matters, trusting the process. And part of the educational process that I do with everyone in the program is teaching you guys the timeline of when different things will get better. And in that sense, I do have a crystal ball because of experience, decades of experience to say, hey, that's going to take 3 months. Hey, that's going to take a year. That's going to take your next lab value so you can check it and adjust it, and your next lab value to get it and adjust it. It is a moving target and it keeps morphing. That's why for me, I think the solution to autoimmunity isn't going to find the one expert to be able to, that you can run back to and say, please give me the answer. Please give me the answer. Please give me the answer. First of all, that person doesn't exist. Well, it may exist. Yeah, I do know a thing or two about autoimmune, but I think that I hate that dependency model where if everybody I ever worked with was dependent on me for the answer for the rest of their lives, I'd be like smashed on top of a human mountain right now. I do the opposite. I like teaching people how to think like me so they can come up with their answers on their own for the rest of their life. Like, what the heck are you doing knowing your thyroid, girl? What the heck are you doing knowing what you're going to do? You know what test to do.
I know. I was going to say, I know. Well, and the neat thing too is that when something goes wrong, when I can tell that something's getting off track, it doesn't freak me out anymore. Mm-hmm. Like even when I've got a few patches, falling out again, it's like, it's not freaking me out because I know that there is a path toward it changing again, and that I have the tools and skills to adjust things and make things improve.
For those of you that are interested in learning more about our Transform Autoimmune program, you can join our Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally. We'll put a link in the comment section. You can also chat with our team. You can send a message to our team. You can go to drmaggieu.com as well. And there's a link below. If you're interested in talking to us on the phone, you can book a chat with that link that you're seeing on the bottom of the screen. Now, don't forget, everybody, there's a whole video training about the root causes of hair loss. This is just me shooting the breeze with the girls. But I have a whole training of the professional video. Was I in a lab coat in that one? Yeah, I think I was even in a lab coat. Maybe not. There was a professional training done 2 weeks ago if you want to go back and look at the professional training. And please download the protocol. It's a bonus protocol. Don't you want to know the short list of what I would do for people in our program that works? The link to download the hair loss guide is up on top of the copy. And I'll have someone in the comment section also post it, whether you're watching from YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you, Merritt. Thank you, Sharla. Yeah.